All the prep is in place. That monster matchup is finally here. I'm Nathan Epstein, joined by Andy Hilton of Recruit 757. We are at Lake Taylor High School, and considering that, I guess there's really no more formality about what the game of the week actually is. Lake Taylor hosting Oscar Smith. And Andy, where do we get started on this game? What are the implications? And we're only in week one.
Well, yes, this is, pun intended, a matchup of titanic proportions. You have a state champion in Lake Taylor who won Division 5 last year here in Virginia against a state champion in Oscar Smith, 2011's Division 6 state champions in Oscar Smith, a 15-game winning streak. Lake Taylor ran the table last year, so they've got a winning streak on the line. Lastly, and most importantly, you've got some pretty good athletes in this game on both sides of the ball.
Well, and let's talk about three of them. Three of them we all know about. We know about Andrew Brown going to UVA. We know about Jalen Bradshaw. He's going to go to Virginia Tech. And we know about Jalen Holmes, who's going to go to Ohio State. Those are the big three, but they're not the only three out there.
No, they're not. In fact, again, both sides have some great athletes. Nyree Quinterly is one of the top cornerbacks in the game. He's a junior at Lake Taylor. The big story here is very likely the matchup of quarterbacks. Delman Williams is the quarterback of Lake Taylor. He's the one that led them to their state championship last year. On the Oscar Smith side of the ball, you have running back Deshaun McLeese, who is a top recruited back and a returner for Oscar Smith. He was the one who replaced J.C. Coleman and has done so without missing a beat. The big question for Oscar Smith is going to be their quarterback situation. Coach Rich Morgan has not announced which player is actually going to win the job.
And what do you think will be some of the keys to the game? You have Lake Taylor's defense, as you said, against Oscar Smith's offense.
I think one of the biggest stories will be, how does Oscar Smith's offense function against Lake Taylor's swarming defense? Lake Taylor likes to stack the box. They like to have 9 in the box if they can. They'll leave their cornerbacks to play man-to-man and challenge Oscar Smith to throw the ball against them. The big question is, will the quarterback for Oscar Smith have time to get the ball to those 6'3" wide receivers he can throw to?
Friday night is that monster matchup that we've all been waiting for. It's week one, and we're already talking about maybe the biggest matchup of the year. Why not? The highlights on Friday Night Flights, the first edition of the year. A tranquil setting now, but don't expect that come Friday night.